In London, my wife decided to break my heart into a million pieces. She, being an American, decided it was time to pursue extramarital affairs. It was a betrayal that hurt me to the core and left me feeling utterly devastated. On one fateful night, I uncovered her secret affair with not one but two lovers. The first was an American, just like her. I found them meeting in a dimly lit London bar, whispering sweet nothings to each other as if they were the only people in the world. But the betrayal didn't end there. Oh no, my dear friend. My wife had also entered into a passionate affair with an English lover. This charming Brit seduced her with his accent and gentlemanly demeanor, leaving me feeling like an insignificant fool. As I watched their deceitful actions, my heart sank deeper and deeper into a pit of despair. The pain of my beloved wife getting entangled with these two lovers was unimaginable. It was like a knife piercing my soul, leaving it bleeding and broken. But did I confront them? Did I begin to demand answers or retaliate? No, my friend. I sat silent, wallowing in my misery, while they enjoyed their despicable actions. I became a mere spectator to the tragedy that was unfolding before my eyes. But the story didn't end there, my friend. The pain and humiliation continued to consume me, pushing me to the edge of insanity. I could no longer bear the thought of being a cuckold. So, I devised a diabolical plan of revenge against my unfaithful wife and her two lovers. I delved into the dark side of the internet, looking for clues on how to unleash my wrath on them. First, I turned to the American lover. I learned his deepest secrets, his vulnerabilities. With this knowledge, I entangled him in a web of lies and deceit, ensuring that his life collapsed. I savored his demise, enjoyed every moment of his suffering. Next, it was time to deal with the English lover. I had lured him into a trap, seducing him with promises of passion and desire. He did not yet know he was walking right into my clutches. With a sadistic smirk, I unleashed my rage on him, leaving scars and wounds on his body. As for my wife, oh how I made her pay. I played mind games with her, tormenting her with my presence and absence. I fed her insecurities, making her doubt her own worth. I stripped her of her pride and dignity, turning her into a shell of her former self. Ah, that satisfaction of revenge. The taste of their suffering was sweeter than any victory I had ever experienced. I gleefully watched them crumble under the weight of their sins as I crumbled under the weight of their betrayal. Remember, my friend, revenge is a dish best served cold, but it is very satisfying when anger is added to it. Driven by an unquenchable thirst for revenge, I decided to take it one step further. I knew I couldn't let them go that easily. So I plunged into the world of crime, aiming to bring them to their knees in the most sinister way possible. I organized an elaborate robbery of an art exhibition in London. Thanks to my new connections in the underworld, I assembled a team of experienced thieves to execute the operation flawlessly. Under the cover of darkness, we broke into the exhibition, easily bypassing the most advanced security systems. We took away priceless masterpieces, leaving only chaos and confusion in our wake. But the true genius of my plan lay in its consequences. I planted evidence that pointed directly to my wife, an American lover, and an English lover. The authorities had to believe that they were the masterminds behind this audacious crime. As the investigation progressed, it became clear that they themselves were entangled in a web of deceit, their lives unfolding before their eyes. The weight of accusations fell upon them, condemning them to a fate they in no way expected. Oh, how satisfying to watch them suffer, not only for their betrayal, but for a crime they did not commit. The world is cruel and unforgiving, my friend. While their lives were crumbling under the weight of false accusations, I enjoyed their suffering. But I wasn't satisfied with just their suffering. I wanted to drive them to the brink of insanity. I started sending anonymous messages, teasing them with details that only I could know. I played with their minds, making them doubt their own sanity. Night after night, they were tormented by the ghostly whispers of their darkest secrets, pushing them closer and closer to the edge. Their relationships crumbled, their reputations crumbled, and their once charmed lives turned into a nightmare. I rejoiced in their despair, my laughter reflected in the shadows of their shattered existence. But I wasn't done yet. I wanted to see them completely destroyed, stripped of everything they held dear. So I targeted their wealth and power, plotting a plan that would leave them penniless. Using my new connections in the underworld, I orchestrated a financial scandal that left them embroiled in a web of corruption. Their empires collapsed, their fortunes vanished, and they were left with only the bitter taste of defeat. As their lives crumbled, I savored their despair. But I craved more, a grand finale that would leave them utterly broken and destroyed. I devised a plan so diabolical, so twisted, that it would forever etch my name in the annals of infamy. I arranged for their paths to cross again and arranged a fateful meeting in a secluded place. As they stood before each other, broken and defeated, I stepped out of the shadows to deliver my final blow. With a sly smile, I revealed the truth behind their torment. I uncovered the cunning web of lies, deceit, and manipulation I had woven around them. The realization that I had set it all in motion stabbed a dagger into their hearts, shattering any hope they had left. But I wasn't satisfied with just their mental anguish. No, my friend, I wanted them to suffer physically. I engaged in a series of sadistic games, forcing them to face their deepest fears and endure unspeakable pain. Their agonizing screams and pleas for mercy only fueled my sadistic pleasure. I enjoyed watching their spirits crumble, their bodies break, and their souls crumble